It is Monday. It's President's Day. I'm not going live on President's Day, but you still get a podcast. Most of it will be for the paid newsletter subscribers, but I decided to do it just a bit short one for everybody. Jesse Dell from Spotify. He wrote to me, thank you for all you do. Can you show me SITE, what it looks like in your 4-hour algorithm? I sent a tip over Venmo. So, Jesse, you get to start this one because this show, I don't know which site is, but I want to show you how I use the tools that I have. So let's look at SITE. I don't know this stock. And honestly, I just looked it up. The 4-hour algorithm, you can see the performance down here. Minus 29% versus minus 2% asset performance. It doesn't perform very well in the 4-hour algorithm. Now, it's 36 positions over 24 months. And as I was looking at it, I said, well, why doesn't this look good? Well, the reason is, look at how it trades right now. And so you go back to 2022, this is a weekly chart, and that red line's the 200-day, and it's just kind of sideways. I mean, if you were to just put in a channel just in between there. Right now, that's the value area. If we pull it back to 2020, right there, that's the value area that you're seeing. Those are the volume charts that you're seeing on the right. The MACD just hasn't kind of gotten back to its 2021 hype rally. And the RSI just kind of all over the place. It's a bit messy. If you wanted to trade it, I would say just buy it under 143, and you can sell it over 143 at certain times. When you take a look at the 4-hour, it's very clear in the near term that the 4-hour algorithm here, you get in at 115 and it's great. It gets you out with a nice 15% gain. But it loses, let's see, it wins 31% of the time. It loses 69% of the time. Your average win is 7%. Your average loss is 4.25. So the losses are much too high. So you want to cut that out. Right now, I would say, hey, at 140, like we said, buy it under 140. At 140, probably not a bad buy right there. But when you look at a weekly, it just doesn't give me all the signs. So let's go over and let's look at some of the fundamentals. And that's where you start using Seeking Alpha. Well, let's see what it is. Site is a, landscape supply company. It is trading companies and distributors. It's ranked number 32 out of 44. Down here on the right-hand side, when you look at the quant rating, it's got a quant rating of a hold. And how long has it been for a hold? Let's go and look. It's been a hold. It was a sell at 145, and it turned to a hold. So I wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable buying it right here. The average Wall Street price is 155, so you're 6% upside from there. If we look, when are their earnings coming out? Their earnings, it looks like they were on February 10th. So you've got that in your back pocket, and you can see 400. You can basically look over their entire earnings, the AI analysis of the earnings call. When you look at this AI analysis, it was done on 215. So you can look, the valuation is challenging with its forward PE. Growth is underwhelming. Profitability challenges. Momentum is weak. Revisions are mixed at best. And then you can go down here and see what the concerns are raised. Some of the positives are raised by the analyst. It looks like its competitors, Pool Corp, which is interesting. I mean, Pool Corp, I think, would be a maybe a better, but even that one looks stretched. At best. But let's see what site is there. If you go over here and you look at 32 out of 44, what's the number one? DXP, Rush Enterprises, Matsui, blah, blah, blah. They're just better, but there's nothing here that looks great. DXPE, I think this is one of the, is this one of the top 10? No, I don't think that it is. But it's a trading company and distributor. 1.61 billion. It's a strong buy from Wall Street because there's one analyst that covers it, and he thinks it's worth $75. And he hasn't taken it up. I mean, it just hasn't taken it up. So I don't know that this space necessarily excites me. And Site to me just screams of, okay, this weekly chart screams of something that was big in 2021 and has just come back down to reality. And maybe that's it, Jesse. So again, using these tools, you can try and find exactly where a site is. I'll go into a little bit more, but let's look at some of the, I did want to go over, I screwed up the newsletter. So just so everyone's aware, these are the levels of the newsletter. Okay. These are the membership levels of the newsletter, free for everybody. You get daily newsletter with all of the pod notes. Okay. You get free bullish scans on the 4-hour algorithm. You can reply to the email directly to me. Yes, I reply to everybody. Paid members, you get additional newsletters. You get additional podcasts with education and specific stock tips, like some gold plays that have been working out very well. Exclusive interactive chats and videos with one-on-one replies and commercial-free podcasts. If commercials bug you, consider getting a paid membership. Now, founding members, this is very few and far between, but what I've done is I've allowed you to schedule one-on-one meetings with me. Doesn't mean that I'm going to give you financial advice. Doesn't mean that there's any outcome that is guaranteed from this. But if you've ever wanted to talk to me, maybe that's your way to do it. Become a founding member. There are additional fees that apply. But I did want to make sure that everybody knew the newsletter is free. I screwed up last week. There were 2 newsletters that came out that should have been free. I have corrected them. So if you go back to dailystockpick.substack.com, and you just go and look at it, we'll go here, right to this and this site. Let's go back home. Oh, where is my site? It's dailystockpick.substack.com. It's taking me to my own feed right here. So all of these are free. You can see this one right here, even though I think you get a 2-minute preview. If you're not, all of this is free. So you get all of this, and then there's a specific paid portion that's down at the bottom, but it should come in for free. So I screwed up. My bad. It is what it is. Let's talk about the markets. Fear and greed index. It's not perfect. Okay. But the fear and greed index, even though we're at all-time highs, it's fear. And what does Warren Buffett say? Be greedy when other people are fearful. Be fearful when other people are greedy. Right now, the market doesn't seem, it just feels like it's stretched, feels like it wants to go somewhere, feels like, hey, there's something going on. Look at this. I mean, this is the mid-December right here where we've seen it pump up, pull back, pump up, pull back. There's catalyst coming. We've got a ton of S&P earnings this week. I think 20% of the S&P reports this week with big names like Walmart. Reports this week. I'll go over a lot of that. We'll go over, later in the podcast. But here, this is a weekly of QQQ. The MACD hasn't been down since August, okay? But the market has continued up. Since August, this market has continued up, even though that MACD has not reset back down to the oscillator or below. The RSI has been above 50 ever since August. So that by the way, is August 2023, not even August 2024, which is down over here where the MACD just started to come down. Okay, that's August 2023. Time in the market beats timing the market. So the fear and greed index, it's something good to look at, as well as the VIX and the 10-year bond rate. Now, this was the big news on Friday. It's old news by now, but Warren Buffett sold out of his VOO and SPY in the Q4, and he bought Domino's Pizza and Occidental Petroleum. So, I mean, that's interesting. He bought Domino's, Pool, Siri, VeriSign, Occidental Petroleum, Constellation Brands. He made a bunch of purchases. It's interesting. And, you can see it right here. Berkshire Hathaway exit S&P ETFs, light and hold. You know why I don't like Motley Fool? Because these effers posted literally, it was hours before, February 14th at 4:27 a.m. The Berkshire stuff was released on February 14th in the afternoon at 4 p.m. 12 hours. 12 freaking hours. And this Motley Fool article, Warren Buffett owns 1% Vanguard Index Fund, and it could soar 147% according to a stop. This doesn't mean that you sell out of VOO. I'm not a fan of following people. I'm a fan of understanding why, and we won't know why. Warren Buffett may tell us why, but more than likely he's not going to tell us why. But I thought it was interesting, and it's why I hate Motley Fool. I hate their platform. Yeah, I love Seeking Alpha. And what we're going to do, I'm going to tell you, Linktree, Linkree, you can get Seeking Alpha. It's a combo. Okay, it's a combo. It's the premium and the Alpha Picks. Alpha Picks, data-driven portfolio. Alpha Picks is a data-driven portfolio. You get and you get $159 off when you buy the combo. If you buy Alpha Picks by itself, it's $50 off. But look at that return. 180%. We get one on the 1st, one on the 15th. We just got a new one on the 15th. And you go and you buy 1% of the portfolio. And you, if they tell you to sell, you sell out. And then you distribute that money across the entire portfolio. What's the S&P during the same time? 61%. That's why you want Alpha Picks. What do you get with premium? You get to look at, you just saw me go over site one with the quant factor, and I was easily able to determine. You could even go and look at the people who are actually analyzing these companies. You can analyze with AI. You can import your own portfolio. You have screeners over here on the left. You can follow certain things. You can follow certain analysts. You can explore investing groups. Again, it's a tool. And these two tools together normally cost you $798, $639. You save $159. It is unbelievable. I was a paying customer before I was an affiliate. I've wound up making money back. There's never a guarantee, but I wound up making my money back, and it was nice and easy. And here's the top 15 growth performers from Shy. I mean, again, this is just year to date, I believe. 165% TEM, HIMS 150. I think that's a short squeeze. Oklo, it's nuclear. Hood is unbelievable. PGY, NBIS, Aristonet. No, that's not Aristonet. That's Cloudflare. Teladoc, Palantir, APP, SMCI, Bros. Again, you want to be able to do these analysis. Another tool that you can use is Trendspider. Now, this may look different than what it normally looks like, okay? I get different workspaces. You get a bunch of workspaces when you sign up for Trendspider. And what I've been doing is playing with relative performance down here. And I pointed out with some arrows right there, okay? Some arrows right here. You can see, this is a Weinstein look. We went over this last week. Just Google Trendspider Weinstein analysis and you can read all about it, okay? But look, when the relative performance is down and the Weinstein is yellow in a stage 2 or 3, I forget which one it is, it's going to pump up. And look at where we are down here. You could have bought NVIDIA at 113. Okay, where are you today? You are at 140, 138. Again, these are tools to help you find opportunities. They are there. Trendspider, you can go over here. This is what I want you to do, is go to trendspider.com/blog/category/ you can use these ones, okay? Trendspider.com/blog. And then you look up the categories and you can go to all posts. The two that I look at are software updates, where you can use AI to code your ideas into custom indicators. And then I go to technical analysis. I mean, this is a great one if you don't know technical analysis. But even the posts, all their posts, Trump steel tariffs, Musk versus OpenAI, you can look at case studies, some of their case studies, master market trends with AI-powered Weinstein analysis, building an AI strategy. Hindenburg hits SMCI. They go over the case study in this one. Okay, that was from August 2024. This blog is a great, great tool. Bulls ignoring inflation. Trials are back. President's Day. And that's the big story, is you can try all this for under $20. Under $20. Get the standard. Try it out. We talked about workspaces. I have a bunch of different workspaces. I have one that looks like this. I have one that looks like this. This is my go-to. This is my 4-hour algorithm that I am used to. I just go to this one and I've learned to read the chart. Again, it doesn't take more than a weekend to actually understand fundamental analysis. It takes a lifetime to actually master it. And I don't consider myself a master in the least. But at least I can look at something and be able to do it and say, okay, this is where I think it's going. Now, I own PANW. The Options Oracle Edward, he did a masterclass on Palo Alto Networks. Hey, everyone, welcome to this week's deep dive. He did a deep dive on Palo Alto Networks. Now, I own Palo Alto Networks. Would I buy it right here? Edward outlines in this article, he says the trade setup, where to enter and where to exit. And he sets it up for you. It's a masterclass on how to do it. What do I look at? I look at my 4-hour algorithm. It makes me 58% versus buy and holding makes me 149%. It wins 56% of the time. The problem is the average loss at 4.68% is just too big. But this is a stock that I'm not trading on the 4-hour algorithm, okay? It may over 24 months, it is 25 positions. It fits it, and I still make 58%, which is fantastic, but buying and holding makes it 149%. When I take a look at a weekly chart of this is a stock that I like adding to. Okay, up here at 200 in January of 2024. You know, we're in February of 2025, and the stock hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't made sense to hold this throughout this year. But I don't know when to get in and out of this one. I could have traded in the last year but cybersecurity for me, it's just one that I actually like. And if we go over here to Seeking Alpha and we look up PANW, it's a hold in the quant. And how long has it been a hold? Probably the majority of this year. I mean, you can see buy down here at 139. That looks great because you're almost at 200. You know, but it's been a hold for a very long time. And the issue has been, and you can see strong buy here at 108, 6223. Okay, that was the last time it was a strong buy. Now, Wall Street thinks that it's worth $211. They have chased this one up. They will continue to chase it up. They just had their earnings. The valuation is nuts. Okay, even the PEG ratio going forward, it's high. But nobody's pulling back on cybersecurity, and that's my thought process. Until you get quantum computers, nobody's pulling back on Palo Alto Networks and on CrowdStrike. Those are my two plays in the sector. Okay, that's it. Now, you know we're in an AI market, and you know DeepSeek sunk the market, 2 weeks ago? Well, tonight, Grok 3 drops. Okay, that is Grok 3. That's huge. I mean, remember, they built, XAI built Colossus, the world's most powerful AI training system. 100,000 NVIDIA H100s in just 122 days. They trained Grok 3 on that. This is huge. And it's open source. So you can use it. They don't charge for it. Now, will they monetize it? I bet Elon's going to go through and monetize something. So, again, I like it. Now, the Weinstein analysis that I talked about on Trendspider, it's there. Paid subs. There was a great chat in the Substack app about Sprouts Farmers Market, and I shared my thoughts. I think it's really good if you want to go in and look at it. If you just go over to dailystockpick.substack.com, if you are signed up for it, I think even free members might be able to see this. I'm not quite sure, but it's right here. I know you talked about having a system, but how do you decide if a stock has run too much? I'm thinking of Sprouts Farmers Market. I want to add it. And I go over for Michael everything, the entire process of Sprouts Farmers Market. Okay. It's a great thread. I thought it was a fantastic thread. If a free subscriber can read it, go and read it. If you can't, sign up if you're interested in it. But I thought it was a fantastic, fantastic chat. Now, for paid subs, I'll be going more down the rabbit hole of Chris Camillo, which I said last week, which actually in the Facebook group got a lot of response that other people went into down that rabbit hole as well. I will be going over some of the stuff that I brought up in the chat there. I'll also be going over REITs. interesting from that. 3 top stocks from Tip Ranks that I thought was interesting. SOFI. And we'll talk about some of the earnings like Walmart and stuff this week. So that's going to be on the paid newsletter. Again, if you are not a subscriber yet, just go and, sign up for the dailystockpicks.substack.com. I post a lot over here on Substack, but you'll get me in your inbox every day. So, okay, take care. See you. Bye.
I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.